What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are back with another Pokemon Pocket gameplay video, and today we're playing some Cincinno. We are doing the We Have Pikachu at Home, do the wave, 3 energy, does 30 damage for each Pokemon on your bench. And I'm going to tell you why I think Cincinno is a slept-on Pokemon, and the big reason for that is Pikachu is just a little bit more limited in that the bench Pokemon have to be electric types, as well as it being an EX, which pros and cons, right? It counts for more points when you kill it. Cincinno, that is not the case. So you can do a lot more with your other Pokemon and force them into a situation where they have to kill multiple Pokemon. And what other Pokemon is there to pair with than Weezing? Weezing, an amazing card, Gas Leak, Tackle, the poison combination, as well as it just being an amazing wall with 110 HP. And the pairing of Koga to pull it back into your hand. And I'm not gonna lie, the original idea I had in place with this deck was using the new Coughing that summons another Coughing onto your board to build up your board for a big Cincinno kill, right? And what I was finding with that is, since Cincinno requires more energy, it kind of comes into the game later than Pikachu, so you have more time. So that idea didn't really pan out. But I still found Weezing with Cincinno to just be extremely powerful. And then we're using Farfetch'd and Kangaskhan, some of the best basic evolutions in the game, and using them to build up early game damage, Weezing early game damage as well, and then you close out with a big Cincinno finish. And it's just really nice because Koga pulls it back into the hand, you go in with Cincinno. It's almost similar to some different type of Weezing decks that are out there in regards of like that specific play, but you're able to just do a lot more, I think, with Cincinno, because it's only a stage 1 evolution, which stage 2 evolutions just naturally are a little bit more inconsistent, right? And then we're running our Professor's Research and Pokeball for our card draw, a couple copies of Leaf to pivot our Weezing or Kangaskhan if we're not having Koga in hand, or Kangaskhan in particular, and a copy of Sabrina to target hunt and just get the right Pokemon out in front. Also, just wanted to throw out a quick disclaimer that I was messing with the deck build a lot before I ended up on this final version, which was the most successful for me. But some of the games are on different versions of the deck, so make sure you look out for that. You might be a little confused at certain points, like, where did this card come from? Just a fair warning. Hopefully you guys enjoy the games in this video. Make sure to leave a like on the video, would greatly appreciate it. Leave a comment, let me know if there's any Pokemon you guys want to see featured in later videos. But until next time, guys, peace out. All right, we are going second with a Farfetch'd opening line. Extremely powerful. We have a Pokeball as well, so we can maybe find Cincinno and get that set up to finish off this Articuno, because obviously it's for 40 is all well and good, but the health 140 is a lot, so we might need some type of big finisher. Even Weezing could be good just to get like establish some poison damage on it, to pray for no horrible Articuno situations with Misty in particular. We're going to start building this up after this turn, so I'm going to play that right now. Play the Pokeball, see what we get. We could get a Coughing, exactly. Okay, this is nice. The only like part that I don't like, but we can't really avoid it, is that if he builds up for Blizzard, this stuff's going to take backline damage, but is what it is. He's just sacking this one. Okay. That gives us some time. Two more hits. We gotta find the Cincinno still. We just have the Minccino. Because Greninja, I'll cry. We'll see if he finds a Leaf Pivot to attack us like frame 1. Yep, there's Leaf. This dies. We put in Weezing. It does survive a couple of attacks, but we get a lot of chip damage, which is the most important. And then we have Kangaskhan to make up the spot on the Farfetch'd. So this is cool. We do play out Kangaskhan, I think, to play around Sabrina. Like, I just play it out right now. Dig in the deck. Huge. Now, if he doesn't heal right here, or like retreat, we can literally Koga into this attack to kill on this next turn. Huge. It's dead. It's literally dead. This is the thing about this combo. I love this shit. Could retreat with Leaf as well, but we want this to get healed up. Reestablish this to get the damage back to 90. We one-shot everything, even if these evolve. The fact he didn't find the I'm drawing a blank. The one after Froakie is huge in this spot. And we can always pivot with the Leaf, even without the Leaf. So this should just be a wrap. And there's no way for him to deal 70 damage out here. Ugh. Okay, now that he played Professor's Research, which he had already played when I started talking, but outside of Misty, but yeah. We got to do the combo in the first game, which is dope, and beat silly Misty Articuno deck as well. All right, we are going second with, once again, a Farfetch'd to start. Dope start. The drawback here, though, we're up against Electric. Great news, it's fake Electric. It's a slow Dragonite deck. Okay, that's great, because, you know, they could definitely cheese out a kill on turn 1 on Farfetch'd. Turn 1 as in their first attacking turn. Goes Pokeball. He's going to try to look for, like, Dredagon or something, I'd imagine, and try to pivot these. He's on, Vaporeon, which I think is kind of crazy because Vaporeon doesn't work with the dragons. We'll play out the Coughing. I don't really mind. If there's any scenario where we don't. We'll play Kangaskhan as well and leave the spot for the Cincinno. Establish the energy. Huge 40 damage on Dratini, which is, you know, obviously the main win con. And if he evolves into Dragonair, can't attack this round. Not this round, but like can't attack for like a while. So he's just going to be looking for pivots this whole time. There's a ton of cards in his hand. Ocean, sure. We have Giovanni's. Giovanni could still have this in range. I could even gamble and put in Kangaskhan to try and coin flip it. I don't think it's worth to do. But I don't know. Get Koga. Put energy onto Kangaskhan. Like, he could have evolved there, so he doesn't have Dragonair in his hand, and he had to use the energy for the retreat. So I feel fine going with the guaranteed 40. Like, I don't think we're in a spot where we need, and he found Dragonair, which is horrible, but we're not in a spot where we needed to, like, risk it to kill this in one turn, I think. Great that this didn't evolve, because Very obviously, it just gets so much tankier and takes so much longer to take down. Got the Minccino, that's absolutely huge. We can start developing energy onto it. And we'll have our closer ready in a couple turns. And in the meanwhile, just Farfetch doing their job, just building chip damage, getting us a kill. This Dragonair has to come to the front. As well as we saw, he doesn't have an X speed in hand unless he draws into it, so... And other basic Mon, really. So, like, either way, this is going to be quite negative for him. Having the second Coughing to re-establish basic Pokemon if this dies is also huge. Okay, one more turn and we can attack with Cincinno. I'm trying to look. I don't think mathematically there's a way for us to die in one. I think we just put Kangaskhan out, right? I would love to put the Coughing and gamble on the Weezing draw, but it's just never worth, right? Huge. I was like, do I ever go for the guaranteed 40? Decided against it, and absolutely massive. He used both potions already, so there's no healing available. If we draw into Giovanni, well, we can't that's the tough part. We can't leaf and combo it, so we just always hit for 90. Need to hope for no miraculous having every unit die or something like that. Let's do this. Get the leaf. $90 damage with our pseudo Pikachu. And this is it, the big turn. Ooh, and Giovanni. The Giovanni only applies to the unit right here in the active spot, so it doesn't change any threshold. We have one unit die. We just get in Farfetch. We start building up another Cincinno, literally. And ours comes online before he can even get a second Dragonite going. We do this. And that should be the game. It's dope because it's like similar in the way of like it's an aggro deck like the Marshadow deck, but the Cincinno can just get like multiple attacks off in a lot of spots. And then the fact we're in darkness and can take advantage of Weezing, which is just one of the best cards in the game, literally. I thought about like doing some retreat stuff here. I don't think it's worth. Just take the 40 damage and pivot, kill for 90 because he still has no healing. Goes to Dragonite, slows himself down. So this should just be a win. And there's no other basic mons. He just runs a one of Eevee. What is that? Dude, he's trying. He is trying. Yes. And all right. Flex play, we do this, pivot here, poison, energy here. We Koga, get this healed. Put in Cincinno, re-establish coughing for the extra damage. Hit for 90. And for real, bro, press concede. This is painful. Oh my god, Sabrina. He's mad, dude. This guy is like definitely mad because he's dragging it out as long as possible. He finally concedes. We beat Dragonite and we're on a good little 2-win streak. Alright, we are going first. We have the Weezing. We have an X speed for a pivot here. And double Pokeball, so hopefully we find a coughing, go for that pivot, and it one-shots Ghastly, which is, you know, insane. Find the Cincinno. One more roll at a coughing. Tough. We'll still develop both of these. It's just unfortunate because obviously it killed, but now if we find the coughing, it'll be a little slower to develop. I have to assess how I want to navigate this as well. Man, it's so rough. We have the typing advantage, like, please. Coughing, where are you? I'm gonna build up this back line, Cincinno. We'll see what version of Haunter he is on right now. Technically, we're safe to both. One can kill, but it's a gamble, and the other one, he needs Giovanni on top of the Haunter. Or yeah, he could go for a pivot angle right now. Doesn't opt for it. It's Sabrina. Where's our darkness unit, please? It's kind of crazy how much of a counter it is, this, because like we obviously want our board full. We are on 2 copies of X speed. That's like the best top deck we could hope for right now. Far-fetched, which will lead to more damage. I'm not going to play it out yet. I would like to... but Mew could die. Oh, man. If he has... well, he can't attack with Gengar EX. Okay. Yeah, so we're kind of chilling. We just wait a turn. He copies Do the Wave. He needs a full board, like completely full board, to capitalize. I feel like he overdeveloped here. Might be able to take advantage of that. Okay, we get down Far-fetched. Play Mew, pivot. Cincinno time. No second Haunter, so that's not that big of a threat. Hit Coughing. Finally. Mew doesn't have great moves to copy. I feel like this is the unit that can, like, actually lead to something from this point. So we do the wave. It dies to either, really. The Jinx is a little obnoxious. Okay, our deck is kind of naturally playing around this genome hacking. We don't have any good moves for him to copy. We get 40 chip damage with Farfetch'd. Pivot out, go Weezing. We have Koga as well. And we're not developing a lot of energy for Jinx to do much as well. We have like a ton of things going for us. Like even with Coughing coming into play like so late, it's looking good. It's always going to be energy here, but we are going to draw first, I think, to see we hit an X speed. We do. Is it worth using? I think it is. I think having this, like, ready to attack, definitely valuable. Psychic does 50 damage, not much. He only has 1 kill so far. This is forced into the back line. You can start to look for Cincinno. If he doesn't evolve Haunter, Sabrina's a win on the spot. Just put in Mew, right? Mew tanks a hit. That's why Mew's so powerful. Just 1 retreat costs so much HP. Easy pivots. So this is the game. Just play Sabrina, pivot out. Poison plus 50 damage, which is what we were talking about on turn 1. It came late. But this is what was supposed to happen to that first Gas Leak. Gas Leak. Boom. Will evolve just for vibes. Tackle. 50 damage plus the 10 because we're super effective, and that's a wrap right there. And a little bit of everything. Cincinno doing their part, Mew, Weezing. We were kind of firing on all cylinders. Even Farfetch'd was getting in there a little bit. Alright, so we are going first, and we have Coughing, Weezing into Psychic. This is beautiful. Unfortunately, not a Psychic Pokemon to start. I'm going to go ahead and use a couple of these. We're just going to draw. We're just going to play this all out. Second Coughing. This is perfect. We're always good to just develop all of this stuff. Go for card draw. See if we can find like Koga and whatever. Also, the Psyduck is going to brick our trainer card. So we really did want to get that Professor's research played. Okay, opts for the headache, which slowing him down. I kind of would have been a little bit more scared if he developed onto the Ghastly first. Honestly, this is a concept I saw people try, like, pretty early on in Pocket, right? Is like the Psyduck to brick trainer cards, and then with Gengar, I don't think it was ever very good, so I don't know what new cards he thinks like is making this work now, but I mean, good luck. I think we all would like to live in a world where Gengar is like good, right? It'd be dope. Okay, evolves into Haunter. He won't have... I guess the Gengar EX doesn't need to attack to make that work, so... Yeah, if he evolves into Gengar EX, this Professor's Research won't work, the Leaf won't work. It's actually really good into Weezing, where you stop the Koga. We're still super effective, though, so that's like the big thing there. He needs a second one to, you know... Yeah, he has it. Second one to have this live another turn, which... very annoying. I do not want to have to pivot normally with that. More trainer cards. We start developing here. It actually didn't do anything because, like, it still dies unless he pivots out, and then if he does pivot out, we do get an attack on Haunter. There's the Gengar EX. All the potions are gone. Used it on relatively useless units. Yeah, cool. So we'll get to poison, hit for 50, tack on damage that way. A Cincinno would be an amazing draw, but it's going to be difficult to find without being able to play Professor's Research. Oh boy, difficult to find. What am I talking about? He has no more healing. It's beautiful. It's literally dead to this next attack because we have the Minccino to redevelop three units on the board, and we beat the Gengar deck. And as I kind of mentioned, doesn't look like this concept is still that great. Look at him. He's praying. He's praying we don't have anything, but I got to do it to him. I have to do it to him. 90 plus 10, and the combo coming into play. Not necessarily the Koga component of the combo, but building up damage with Weezing, using him as a tank to build up energy on Cincinno in the back line, and win the game. Alright, we are up first. Not exactly the best starting mon with the Minccino, but we do have Leaf for a possible pivot. We really want to take it. They have Mew EX, but no Psychic Energy, so we don't have to worry about taking damage from that. Coughing is great. And if we find Weezing with this first Professor's Research, like aforementioned, we can use the Leaf to pivot, and we do. Okay, that's beautiful. We'll play Farfetch, also to just play out cards in our hand, so he like possibly doesn't red card us. Doesn't see value in that, but like the other reason, you know, Weezing is like we gotta get it up there is it's super effective on this Mew, and if we can secure an early EX kill, that'd be super dope. See the execute. Which like is really risky, like with Farfetch, to put it in the front to build up energy to use the effect, because we could have Giovanni and just blow him out of the water. As we already outlined, we're gonna go ahead and just use Leaf here. try to force their hand a little bit. Sabrina's a nice draw as well. 50 damage, takes 10, goes down to 70, 60 on our turn. If he stays in, one more tackle will kill, barring healing. Yeah, takes it out right away. Gives us the Snivy. How much does it do? Oh, he just concedes. I'll take that. I was ready to do the calculations and everything, but yeah, I guess if he doesn't have evolutions, it is pretty slow and, you know, not the best against Weezing since it only requires 1 energy, so we get there. Right, we are up first with Coughing Weezing in hand. You know, sometimes I'd be worried about them Sabrina-ing, but getting like Farfetch'd into the front isn't much of a punish at all. Still does a ton of damage, hits like a truck and everything like that, so it's like, I don't even think they're incentivized to do that at that point. And I don't want to get red carded, so that's like the reason where it's like, yeah, I just want to play out all these cards. I do not want to get punished and have the Weezing shuffled into my deck. So whatever we find here, we're playing all these units. Cincinno, beautiful. Obviously our first energy goes onto Weezing, and then we'll build up Cincinno and start to have some fun. I'm not playing Professor's Research because so far we kind of have everything we want to have. We need to get this pressure going and get to those Bulbasaurs before Venusaur gets online. He can't evolve here, so that's great. And then Weezing can't get one shot by Executor unless he has Giovanni and hits heads. Kind of crazy to find a basic Mon after literally drawing 4 off rip. Koga's great. Leaf probably not as necessary in this spot. And then we want to find Cincinno, like, not soon per se, but like, you know, in the next couple turns. He has to move it if he doesn't want it to die. There's the Ivysaur. A red card? Okay. He might help us find Cincinno. The only thing we lose out of that is Koga, which we instantly got back. Very ironic. Double Ivysaur hand. Crazy. And also crazy, I think, to put his Ivysaur that he's developing energy on out here where it can end up taking damage. Like, we build up damage on this now, put pressure with poison. And Cincinno, like, since we did find the Koga, we could, like, as soon as it goes into range, we go for the Koga into Cincinno line. But yeah, he's got to have, like, Venusaur for this to, like, have a chance at living. But it's gonna take a lot of damage, bro. Yes, are you evolving? No? Okay. You got one more turn, my friend. He's already poisoned, so we just tackle. This is poorly played by him, I would say. Can still become difficult if he finds like Executor EX and builds up a wall with that in the back line. Okay. I mean, it'd be a shame if I were to, I don't know, put a third energy onto this. Loki, I don't even have to use Koga yet. I might as well just Leaf, Pivot, Just do the wave. And then we still have Koga in hand. Because the Koga acts as like healing too, right? So it's like, with us only have taken 20 damage on our Weezing, like, just, I'm cool with that. One Pokemon down, no energy developed because he pivoted, like, poorly played on his side, but like still just like crazy dominant position for us. And Weezing just super strong in the early game against all these decks. Butterfree just super slow to go. The healing's not going to get him out of range of the do the wave. So it's like we kill Ivysaur. We might have to fight through an Executor with Butterfree out, which is like the situation I'm possibly the most scared of. I'm going to go ahead and pivot back to Weezing, just in case of that. I'd rather have this soak up damage, and Poison plus Tackle kills this Ivysaur here. We're just going to be as cautious as possible. We'll use the Professor's Research. A second Koga, that's beautiful. Yeah, where we have no other trainer cards to use. Great stuff. Healing to 50. It adds some drama if he has the evolution here. He does not. He does not, and yeah, we're hitting him with it. Gas Leak. That Sabrina would have played around if he retreated. The Gas Leak was completely unnecessary as well, though. Don't even need to play another unit. Just 60 damage, do the wave. We're not going to waste this time. And we beat the Venusaur deck. Thankful. I mean, that's the thing with just playing like stage 2 evolutions, you know? A lot of times you can't find your top, I was going to say top deck, but your strongest unit, and your deck just suffers from it when that's the case. All right, we are up second. And you know who I like going second. Good old Farfetch'd. I think we just wait in the spot, see what he plays, what he finds. We very much want to find a Coughing since we have the Weezing and Koga in hand. It's great. I really want to find this Coughing. So I'm going to Professor's Research first to see if we hit any other basic Pokemon. We hit the Coughing, which is great. We're now hoping for a Minccino. Beautiful. Budding is the craziest way to surrender. I don't know if he knew, because I had to test that out myself in a certain situation, but that's a very funny and I would say classy way to surrender a game. All right, we are going first. Coughing, Weezing in hand. Amazing stuff. Into the grass matchup. They have Snivy up front, which is like, it's nice if they don't find Celebi and have pivots, which you just do see very often. I'm actually not gonna play that because I want to play around Sabrina. If I get red carded, this is pretty bad. But I feel like, what's more common, what makes more sense, and I feel like the answer to that is Sabrina. So we play around it, pays off, we don't get red carded. We develop like crazy. Gas leak into our tackle. And this is just like a huge reason why I think this deck is like pretty solid, right? Is so many decks can't take advantage of going first. And when you're playing Weezing, you almost want to go first, which is just so rare and like honestly just such an awesome feeling. Okay, we'll see if he pivots here. He does not, and he goes for this damage, which this is still dead. He has to heal out of range. X speed. Okay, I see. But then at that point, like, put the energy on the Celebi, no? I mean, you do you, I guess, at the end of the day, but that's my opinion on it. Alright, a couple more turns until Cincinno can do their thing, but we have Koga. So we have the beautiful Koga into Cincinno attack looming in sight. Because, like, yeah, the whole thing is right. So it's like now if he evolves there and puts energy onto Celebi, it can't kill. It cannot kill. Okay, X speed. Like 90's right where we want them all sitting at, so this is still good. We go for our poison tackle once again on this, get it to 90. Keep forcing pivots. Hopefully dodge Erika's. He gets 50. It's a little rough because like we'll need another basic Pokemon top deck if Weezing dies here. Is to go 1 and 4. Wow, he's risking. He's risking it, bro. He is risking it. Okay, good. I did not want to see that payoff for him. I don't think it's time yet to go Cincinno. I still want that as the closer. We're going to hit Gas Leak just for fun, but yeah, and we don't want Weezing to go down yet either. We've got to take advantage of these Kogas. So we hit the Koga here. Play the Farfetch. Coughing. Boom, boom, boom. Pressure. Pressure. Goes down to 30. Pretty useless top deck there. Ah, so close, so close. Oh my god, that would have been big. Okay, it's a little tricky, bro. It is a little tricky. I mean, the thing is, right? This still only has 1 energy. It goes up to 4 flips, which he has to high roll. He'll have to high roll for that to work out. Second Coughing Weezing. That's actually really nice. I'd say pretty low impact Erica. Honestly, a waste of an Erica. He should have held that. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh my god, he did it to us. Oh, that is pain. You have to gamble. Basic Pokemon. Oh my god. Alright, this plus Sabrina, that's game. Cincinno victory. The high roll did not matter, and I am so happy about that. You know, why not? You know what? I actually will play Weezing. We Weezing, we Farfetched. And it's time to do the wave. The wave goodbye. Beautiful. Nothing makes me happier than seeing Celebi go down, bro. When they're just, oh my god, the infinite gambling, bro. I just can't handle it.